Greetings all! This is Justinian the Great, and welcome to my Christmas special. We are playing the special winter/Christmas edition of NiGHTS into Dreams. It's essentially a neat feature that I think it actually was featured on the original Sega Saturn version of the game. In fact, the Sega Saturn had an internal clock feature where it would know when it was Christmas Day, and it would, when you turn the game on, it would be Christmas nights rather than NiGHTS into Dreams.
The city is covered with Christmas decorations. And people are looking for presents for their loved ones. Among them are Elliot and Clarice. They all look rushed. That gentleman, that lady, that old man. Why do they have to walk that fast? In the crowd, they feel something important is missing. The streets look so beautiful. This is the most cheerful time of the year. But it seems like nobody is paying any attention to something important. Walking down the street, they find themselves in the middle of Twin Seeds City, facing the mammoth Twin Seeds Tower. It is decorated beautifully, and the tower appears as one huge Christmas tree. However, they realize what is missing from the Christmas spirit. The one thing nobody seems to notice. There is no shiny star atop the gigantic Christmas tree. Without it, the tree is incomplete.
Okay, so we're gonna go. By the way, Sam the car guy is with us.
Merry Christmas.
And we're gonna go with Clarice because her levels are so much better.
Better or easier?
A little bit of both. Anyway, so let me explain the game. Since I've never played this game on my channel, let me explain the gameplay. You take control of NiGHTS, and essentially you can circle around stuff. It's kind of side-scrolling, and the whole idea is you have to bring 20 of those bubbles to that orb thingy.
In this case, the Christmas tree.
Kinda, yeah. And then, essentially, once you're supposed to return to where you originally came from after bringing 20 orbs to it. There is a time element to it. In fact, your health is the time.
Your health is the time.
Yes. So every time you get hit, you lose like 5-10 seconds or something like that.
That seems jacked up.
Kind of. And in the regular level, if you run out of time, you will turn back into one of the kids. And you will have to go back to where the level starts. Anyway, I think I actually have this the part about Christmas Nights confused. Christmas Nights was actually something that was made after the original game, and was actually on a sort of like on a disc all on its own. However, on the original NiGHTS into Dreams, the level design would change to have like a winter theme on Christmas Day.
So is that what we're looking at, or?
Yes, this is the winter theme.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. This was probably the best game on the Sega Saturn. Or rather, the most popular game on Sega Saturn. And since then, NiGHTS has become considered sort of like a classic Sega mascot character.
I don't really understand what's happening though.
Yeah, well, see those bubbles?
The ones that you're picking, the orbs?
Yeah, the orbs. You have to bring 20 of those to the Christmas tree.
But why?
No idea. Just gotta do it. Essentially, it's all based on score and time. See there, I got hit and I lost 5 seconds.
That's not good.
Mm-mm.
It's a very weird side-scrolling game in the sense that it's not just a side-scroll, but it is a side-scroll.
It is a side scroll, but it's fully 3D at the same time.
Which is really, really weird.
Kind of like Little Big Planet, if you think about it.
True, but Little Big Planet stays in the two-dimensional plane, though it is 3D. This...
Well, you can move between the planes in Little Big Planet.
Yeah, but you don't... You only have 3... I guess you would call them Z-direction planes.
Yeah, that is true.
Whereas this, it's an entire world that the X, Y, Z direction change as you go.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a very weird, I will admit, it's a very weird type of side-scrolling game, but I do think it's an enjoyable side-scrolling game. The Sega Saturn really wasn't built to handle 3D games, in the traditional sense. Even though it had some 3D games, it wasn't really built to handle 3D, despite the fact that it was part of the same generation as the original PlayStation and the N64.
The Sega Saturn was kind of a little bit behind its time.
A little bit, yes. In fact, they didn't even have not even really a real original Sonic game for the Sega Saturn. Believe it or not.
The Saturn is kind of like the Nissan of gaming systems.
Pretty much, yeah. The Dreamcast was... Sega's next system, the Dreamcast, was so much better. But Sega had already dug themselves in a financial hole by that time.
Yeah. What was their first system?
The Master System.
Is that a good one?
Yes. The Master System, the Genesis, and the Dreamcast were good ones. The Saturn... Not really. By the way, here's our boss fight. And this was the main reason why I actually chose Claris, because her boss fight is pretty damn easy.
Huh.
All you gotta do is hit the bottom of that guy's mouth, don't hit his teeth.
So when exactly does Claris actually show up and be played as?
Actually I already played as her.
Oh, for like 2 minutes?
For like 2 seconds, yes. Really the big difference is the levels. Claris and Elliot both have individually have their own levels, and Claris's levels are easier.
Interesting.
And
so you
better
only play as the
designed.
kid for like 2 seconds, and then the rest of it is night.
Yes, unless during the level you run out of time, in which you will turn back into the kid, and...
Kinda sounds like they didn't even need the kids to make the game.
Paris found the star, shining in 7 colors. But the entire story was a dream. So, what was that star? They don't talk about the dream they saw. But there is one thing both of them know. Something special will happen after they embark on an adventure with knights. They start feeling cheerful again. And now happiness, like the light of a small candle, starts filling the city once again. Everything is okay now. Give a star of happiness to the heart of these brave children. Give a star of happiness to the heart of everyone. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Christmas.
From this isn't the end of the episode, but Merry Christmas, everyone, from Sam the Car Guy and Justinian the Great.
Happy Hanukkah to all of our Jewish viewers. Happy Kwanzaa, happy whatever the other ones are, happy holidays, all that good stuff.
In a dream I could see you are not far away. Anytime, any place.
Anyway, that was the most Christmassy thing that I could think of to play for Christmas. So,
now get off
yeah.
your phones in the toilet and go spend some time with your family. Unless you absolutely
definitely
hate
do
them.
that. Even if try to make it a point to try to get along with them. It is Christmas after all. Thinking about this, what was the best game you ever got for Christmas? Or the most memorable one you got for Christmas?
Let's see, I got a PlayStation 3 for Christmas with Gran Turismo 5 on it.
Mm-hmm.
I got Sly 3 for Christmas.
I got that for Christmas once.
You got it more than once?
I mean, I bought the PlayStation 3 version.
Ah, okay, got it. Yeah, so that's kind of what I remember.
See, I have this memory in the back of my mind. I seem to remember it being around Christmas time, and I remember playing Sly 2, and I was playing Sly 2 in my living room. I mean, in my bedroom, and then I remember coming out, and my dad was crashed on the sofa after watching the news, and back then what would come on after the news was Frasier, so I sat on the sofa and watched Frasier while my dad was sleeping.
See, for Christmas, most of the time I get cars or little toys here and there. I didn't usually get a lot of video games for Christmas.
I will say it varied over the years. Sometimes, I think the only time I got a PlayStation 1 for one Christmas, and I got a GameCube for the very next Christmas. Honestly, I would pick out a few games to get every year. But usually my big thing would be something else.
Yeah.
But I do remember playing playing a few games around Christmas. I remember that Christmas I got Sly 3. I also got Ed, Eddie Misadventures, which is a good one. And SpongeBob SquarePants Lights Camera Pants.
I think I've heard of that one before.
It's like a SpongeBob party game.
I remember there was a time in the world where those were the most popular games, were party games.
Yeah, now they don't make too many of those anymore.
No, because it used to be like the dance party game, there was the Thrillville game, there was the generic, literally made for the parties game.
Well, that you also had Mario Party and stuff like that, you know.
Mario Party, all those other ones. There's so many of them. It's like one game did good, so everybody tried copying it to get on the moneymaker.
Yeah, well, they should have known that it didn't work after Crash Bash was such a failure. Like, seriously, PlayStation wanted their own, like, Mario Party, so they basically took their mascot character at the time, Crash Bandicoot, and made a party game out of it, and it sucks ass.
The reason why the characters that are playing in here are Sonic, Knuckles, Miles, and Amy.
Yeah, basically it's basically those are the high score basically those are the generic high scores for those for those playing for, you know, new players. Suppose if you get more scores, then your scores will, you know, cover those up.
I always thought it was weird that they would do that kind of thing. Like, hey, look, this is what you have to be.
I think it's supposed to say that for, you know, kids that are lonely, that you're not exactly alone. I don't know, you know?
Yet why is Amy the one who stunk the worst?
Well, I think they have the characters based on popularity there, because I think Sonic is the most popular. Knuckles would be next from that. Tails would be next for that. By the way, not Miles is actually Tails' real name. And Amy is the least popular out of those four.
Surprised they didn't use Shadow.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Shadow was a thing at the time, though.
I guess that makes sense.
Anyway, until next time, next week we're going to be doing the looking forward episode, where we're going to be looking forward to everything that's going to be going on my channel, at least as far as Let's Plays are concerned, on New Year's. And then the week after, we will be doing Sly 2. So,
Be there
until
for
then,
Sly 2. I might be there for the other one.
What's that?
I might be there for the other one, but I will be there for Sly 2.
Oh, you'll probably be there for the looking forward video.
Nice.
Anyway, my friends, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's if you don't see the New Year's video. And stay safe out there. This is Justinian the Great, signing off.
Happy Christmas, everybody. Take care.